How you doing, Aries? Happy holiday season to you. This is Lambie, Pocket Watch, and I'm just starting. Okay, yeah. You in your own energy right now, and so okay, let me just start out correctly. As you guys know, I'm still a bit used to the way to start now, but I start out the way that you guys let the gate open, for me. Um And so sometime I'm rolling for you guys. Sometime, I decide on different deck to choose. It's not always the same thing, but Aries, as of starting out, I feel like you want real strong conversation. You want to be able to sit down with somebody at a table and really be able to have a conversation that you can go over with as you lay in bed that night or for the rest of the week. When you do go over this conversation, you want to be able to study it and have pointers and things to come out when you're thinking about it later on. You want to grow off of the relationships that you have right now. You're taking life a little bit more seriously, and it's good to do so now because you do get very busy around your birthday. Okay. Um, and so what this is showing me with the Two of Pentacles is just letting me know that you already have received this. I feel like you're not phased. There's other people that are around you and they're showing what they got. And then it's like, okay, well, yeah, I see that you moving like this or you moving like that. But ideally you're like, I've done that in the past. Like more power to you, bro. Like, and it's like, it's to me, I feel like there's weird energy coming towards you to where people are trying to show off. And then you're like, Two of Pentacles. Okay. I get it. Okay, but you're not, it's not argumentative or anything like that. But somebody's like, oh, well, you got a promotion. Oh, okay. Oh, your husband look really good. Oh, okay. Or your husband bought you this. Oh, that's cool. Like you're not tripping. But it seems like when people try to tell you something, um you point out to them, oh, those two little pentacles. Okay, that's understandable. And like again, here we go. This is your guide. This is everybody's guide. Your guide is like standing for, like, your guide is very ferocious. Okay. It's not playing. It's like, man, forget all of that. Forget all of that about these people trying to basically come up to you. And sometimes you may not even notice it. And that's because your guide is stepping before you saying, hey, I'm screening this type of energy out. You coming towards basically the number one person. You butting heads with the ram and with an emperor of all things. Okay. With the queen. And so it's like, your guide already makes it known of like, nah, you're not about to um push that type of energy towards it, especially when you only come in with the Two Pentacles towards what we got going on. And so I could just see that your guide is very protective. Your guide is very protective, and that's really cool um to know. And as we see here, like, it doubles up. Yeah, these people are still trying to push their way in your life. We got another set of pentacles here, and it's like, you know they're still trying to push in. There's somebody who is trying to force their way into your life. And do you know why? They're trying to force their way into your life because right now you on fire. You got stuff put together, right? Things are put together for you. And so they're trying to force their way in and say, hey, I need things to go on better in my life too. I want this. I want that. I need to be closer to you. Matter of fact, you got these holidays planned or whatever to the T, and I don't have anything planned. So I want to be a part of that because why? Because your group, every time y'all move, every time y'all go out, it's a good ass time. I want to be a part of that. And you're telling them like, nah, I don't have room, or like, nah, I'm not even dissing you when I'm not communicating with you. But it's like, there's no room. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, dude, we in a car. We not in the truck right now. So if you want to meet up, by all means, meet us there. But nah, like the pregame and all of that, that's not where it's at. Okay. And so, yeah, there's like a little bit of quarreling over that. I feel like in y'all group, you realize that there's some people that's trying to like hit you up more than usual and trying to meet up and do stuff and connect. It seemed like it's networking, but you're like, I'm sorry, but in the past, that didn't work out for me. I done had too many situations in the past where I let certain people in just to be cool, but you know, they just seemed like it was just a waste of time. And so, you're doing really good by not letting people force their way into your life. Okay, so like that's what I see. What's going on. So if you're not letting people force their way into your life, I'm sorry, I'm writing it down too. If you're not letting people force their way into your life, you're doing a really good job, because somebody is really trying. Okay, let's just see what doorways that we're using. Let's see what guidance that we have right now. And when I say doorways that we're using, I'm just saying like what opportunity, like how, oh, you're shuffling shit. Okay, let me just drop this real quick. Yeah, let me drop this. You just shuffled everything for everybody right now. Like the way that you turned my cards out, they done flipped all upside down. So it's letting me be known that the dream walker, dreams a collective good illusion. So you're letting it be known like, hey, I already know where I'm at. I know that I'm a leader. I know what I got going on. I know what energy I'm pushing. And this is what I have for the rest of the constellation. So you are pushing out energy for everybody else. You mixing things up and you're being very, very helpful. We're using your forceful energy. We're using your fire, Aries. And this is for all the fire signs. So it's not only Aries, Leos, Sagittarius, but it's also, we're using fire from Taurus. Libra still has some fire that was going on. Capricorn is starting to fire right now that y'all not even about to deal with, okay? And so I'm just letting you know, you guys are all communicating really well and doing stuff really well. Spirit of communication, paying attention, the Hawk Prince. This is the time. This is the time where we really starting to connect with one another. And it's like, dude, the Gemini ain't got no problem with anybody. You know, they could have a problem with everybody, but ideally they choosing a side to where you are using that Gemini energy. It's the lovers. It's swords. We're using that in Gemini energy to protect and to connect and to love, right? And so we're just dealing with that energy instead of using it for trickery, instead of trying to dodge things, instead of like harping off your own state of mind and stuff like that. We're doing something else. And so I really appreciate you, Aries, for letting this type of energy in and letting us be able to become alchemists with the fire that you have set before us. So transformation, intuition, and patience. So you really ready for your birthday right now, but I also feel like there's somebody that you're really waiting for and you really want to deal with, and it's causing patience to be in it's causing you to have patience. There's somebody that you really want to wind it down, or maybe you already know that you want to marry somebody and you're like, okay, well, it's still not time to, bust that question on this person. But it's like, man, like I want to tie this thing down or whatever the case. Okay. You just need to have a little bit more patience with yourself. You're going through certain transformations. Okay. This person is a beautiful being, by the way. You could just see the color of the hair and what's going on. I know her eyes are not as strong, in here, but it's letting you know that this is a very nurturing person. I see a lot of fertility. I see people coming to this woman. Okay, not people, but I see just the earth loving her. She has such a somebody that walks through the icy forest singing and just calling all the animals in. I see that person just having like that nurturing type of spirit. So I do understand why you have to be patient. There is something causing you, wanting you to lunge forward and express yourself a little bit more to this person. But again, there's boundaries, and again, I brought this out for you guys, not for you specifically, Aries. However, but recently, it's like discipline, armor, and boundaries. So it's when I brought out this card recently, it was saying that there's somebody that you're really interested in, somebody that you're dating, but you want to keep what you need to do. Our guidance would say keep this person to yourself, inviting them out. And the Pisces had this card, inviting them out and having them be introduced to other people that and family members. That's perfect to do, but you want to keep that at a limit. You want to have discipline over yourself to where you're not screaming out and saying, hey, world, this is my partner. Look at what I have, because the world will attach on and start trying to get that person. They'll build relationships with that person outside of your knowing. And so that's not what you really want. So you want to have that patience and that diligence, you want to have diligence in that way of like, okay, well, I am working to grow stronger with this person, but I'm not trying to have it to where other people are, hitting this person up or already trying to invite, or, I don't, basically, Aries, you're making it known that like, I'm really into this person right now, but the last thing I need for in a few months when my birthday come around, they trying to use her to help create a surprise for me, or try to use him to create a surprise and back and forth. No, you don't want all that. You don't want people to like start treating this person like they're your husband or your wife, and they start going through them to reach you or to know more about you or to do something for you. That's not where you're trying to get this relationship to go that fast right now. You want this person to yourself. Okay, that's how I feel. So ideally, yeah. And that is definitely, and it's true, because honestly, that's how my sister's an Aries, and that's how she is right now. She's keeping her situation to herself. The last thing she needs is for family members to start trying to reach out to this person that she's talking to, that she's very serious about. It's like, hey, like, this is, I want y'all to know him. I want y'all to meet him about it, but all that extracurricular stuff going back and forth, I'm not ready for that. This person is not necessarily my spouse. And so wait off on trying to communicate with this person on your own so much. And people do that out of love. They do that out of happiness. Like, when they're happy for you, they start trying to do more for you. So it's not like I'm dissing anybody that's trying to do anything. But again, this is letting you know it's all about self. You already talk and deal with your friends and everybody enough. You already give such a huge balance. Now everything is working on self right now. I see it doubling out. So it's self-love that you're dealing with right now. And you're trying to make certain practices to where you create a certain practice to where it goes all the way into old age. Okay, so it's like this self-love that you're dealing with is self-realization about who you are and what you got going on right now. Okay, and so yeah, you're not doing anything at a fast pace right now. If things seem like they're moving fast, then you definitely want to slow them down. You do have somebody that's looking at you, and you are looking back at them a little bit. But if you're in a relationship, you're like, I don't really know if I can do anything with this situation. I appreciate you, but right now I'm not in it's like, dang, I'm doing self-love and then I'm also doing something else. If you're single right now, by all means, something could be very different. I feel like you need to, if you're single right now, you need to make it known that you're trying to have an adventure, and you need to put that out. You need to ask. Yeah, exactly. You want to put that out there. Yeah, you want things to be offered, and you got some things right here. I want to keep that out for you. Excuse me. Yeah, you have a new beginning. You have a brand new beginning that's coming up, and this is something that you're just walking blindly into. That's why I said make it known. If the full card would have came out, you would have known, okay, I'm going out on this journey. I'm to start brand new, yada, yada, yada. This is where you're already walking in a maze. You're already doing something. And then you say, oh, well, let me take this door. Let me take this route. And, you just realize, and see, this kind of fell down, right at the time. And this is the discipline and the armor. So this is basically like saying this is for single people right now that I'm reading for. You actually want to offer something to somebody, and you want to offer something to somebody in a playful way. You want to be like, hey, this is somebody where I feel like there's somebody that you know is in a relationship or just got out of a relationship, and you want to make them feel better. You want to put a Band-Aid on it, right? And so you're like, and I feel like if you're a male Aquarius, I feel like you're like, you just see that somebody's down and you're trying to let this person know it's not the end of the world, or it's not that big of a deal, or that person didn't match you anyway. So when you invite them out, I'm not trying, you Aries. I'm sorry, I said something about Aquarius. So maybe you're looking into Aquarius, a young Aquarius woman or Aquarius man, I'm not sure, but Aries, the way you are, I'm really sorry to say right now, but even if you're single, you're letting people know, I can come and tune you up, and you ain't gonna even be thinking about your past. I could tune you up, because I like you and I appreciate you and you a good person. Like, that's how you speak to people. You're a good person. And so when you're offering something, it's not something hugely romantic, but it is like a friend, and it is the friend is being a little the friend, or the way that you are, Aries. If this is you, Aries, yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is, even though this reminds me, or this could be more of a, Virgo type or Leo type of energy that I see, maybe like a little bit of Gemini, the way that you kind of plan and stuff like that. Ideally, you're thinking about something. It is a yes on the go. You are going to swipe this person up. It will be a little rendezvous. I see something going on for about 2 weeks to 4 months with an Aquarius, perhaps, specifically, or an Aquarius man is going to come and kind of sweep you off and just be really cool. They're very attractive in such, I can't even really breathe. I don't know if they're also in shape or not, but I feel extremely turned on by this person. It's like somebody come and say something to you. You look like, oh, well, okay. And maybe they're a little bit younger than you, or maybe they're a little bit older than you, but you feel so balanced or in the mix when they come and say something to you. Like, they shoot you a shot, you shoot it right back. You're like, hey, don't play with me, because again, I'm already in these different kind of energies, and this is, if you offering something, by all means, Aquarius, you're a really, really fun being regardless. If you're dealing with Aquarius, they're really fun already. And you can make rules with Aquarius and they will abide by those rules, but they also will break them as well. And so, Aries, I'm just letting you know, if you do know of an Aquarius, you thinking about something, go ahead and shoot that shot, and it's going to be a yes. If this is anybody else that you're dealing with, by all means, this is somebody you're going to be going back and forth with. If it's like a Gemini, if it's a Leo, again, if it's a Virgo that you're dealing with, then by all means, you are going to have to do the tippy toe for a situation. And this is if you're single. But by all means, Aries, if you want to be the person that's coming out or whatever the case and telling people about something, and I try to talk a little bit different because I don't want to be specifically like, oh, sex. I want to have sex. Like, no, I don't want to be like that, you know? So when I say when you're talking to somebody and you got to come a little bit different, it's like in the sense of we all know why we like certain people and what we really want to do, but there's other things that we really like to do. If you want to take somebody to a museum, if you want to if you want to do art and paint and stuff with them and stuff like that, by all means, go ahead and go that route. But Aries, if you're the person that's taking the initiative, you're going to do it with a little bit more style because you're already not an aggressive person or very forceful or very upfront. But let's say if you already in shape or you already talk with a certain etiquette, it's already a lot to us. Okay. When you're speaking, it's like, oh, alrighty, you know? And so try to take the scenic route a little bit more because your energy is so strong right now. Okay. And so, just give us a little bit of time to breathe when we're dealing with you. But that's definitely for you single Aries that's going on out there. Yeah. So again, I want to go back to still, if you're single, don't let people force their way into your life. Okay. So if there's men or women out there that's trying to, get on your hype and they're liking you or whatever case, still it's a no. It's a no. And right now I'm getting, I'm honestly in a sense, even as a single, you can still be irritated. And right now, like I'm getting a lot of energy. I feel like this is a woman there's somebody that's acting like you need me, or you close the door on them, or you trying to close the door on them, and I'm almost feeling like crying right now. But you standing your ground. So somebody, whoever you are, you dealing with something real serious. And even my voice, I feel like I'm looking at somebody and I'm saying, "What are you doing?" I've already said this. What are you doing? Or like, no, even if you got a child and you dealing with, and they try to do something, or, oh, I'm going to pick up, like, no. And like, I just feel like, what, right now, Aries, I feel so like, it's like, I feel tired and I feel irritated. There's so many people out there, but you want to come over here and you want to bother me. Okay. And I'm not whining about this situation. I'm not crying about this situation, but I'm saying, go try somebody else, because right now I'm single, and the way that I'm working in my life, I'm texting a few people, I'm communicating, I'm going on a few different dates. But none of those things are serious to me, because why? I'm taking care of my child. I'm taking care of my self-love. I'm reinventing myself. And by the way, like, somebody, you trying to still keep your foot in the door when I'm closing it out on you. And it takes a lot for me to close a door on you, because I do still love you. Okay. But I'm just saying, I'm closing the door on you. And so it's like, that's a lot of energy. But it's like, dude, once you get that off your chest and off your back, then by all means, send them on a new journey. They already thinking about it. This person, I feel like they smoking a cigarette and they stepping out for a little bit. And what does that mean to me? That means that usually when somebody's smoking a cigarette, either for one, they about to actually walk all the way down the block and go where they going. They smoking a cigarette before they head home. Or it's somebody who thinking, oh, I'm going to take a little break with you and I'm going to come back in and be on my own vibe. Whatever it is, just know you're the one in control. Okay, Aries, you're the one in control. If somebody want to be like that and think that, oh, I'm going to pretend like this is a small bag, or I'm going to go and do what I want to do, but I'm going to be right back, or whatever the case. No. How I'm seeing this for this Aries, hey, if you didn't take all your stuff when you left on this little journey, by all means, the map ain't going to be the same when you're trying to get back to me. Okay, the map is not going to be the same when you're trying to get back to me. So take as little or as much as you need. But by all means, this pup here is still staying here. So that's letting me know this person, like, I'm just saying, the pup ain't going with you. It's not like, oh, we would know. The pup is staying here. Why? Because I was the person in the right. I'm the one that hold things together. I'm the one with the stability. I'm the one that got a lot of things going on, but can still hold it all together. Okay? And so you're the only one that's leaving. That's the reason why they probably don't have that much they're even leaving with. But again, they think they somebody that can just, light it up and then come right back when the light go off, when it fizzles out. And that's not what's going on. And so for you singles, or even for you guys who are in a relationship or in between, or it's complicated, just know that your guide is not playing that. Your guide don't play games like that. Okay, especially for me to feel all that little irritation and stuff. I'm not a relationship type of a person. And so for any of you guys that are dealing with relationships and stuff like that, you guys can channel straight through me and I can really feel that. And I will really notice it because I've never really argued with anybody in a relationship or even felt like that. I haven't been in relationships enough to deal with that either. And so when y'all relationship stuff come out through me, it's extremely authentic, and I fully understand because I've always had friends always coming to me for these certain situations, and me as an empath, I feel the same exact way I feel like the same way that they do, my friends do, and I start fighting with them and fighting for them or nurturing them as well, the same way as if they would be doing it alone. And so I'm just letting you guys know that, yeah, relationship issues, you can come and get that here. You could definitely have me as a wingman, as a wing woman for you, for that. Something just dropped completely out. So this is different. Okay. Oh, the past is gone and you're getting healing. But yes, I love sexual healing. I'm telling you now. Like, it's super cool when people say, oh, you got to heal, right? You got to heal for yourself. You got to heal whatever. But how wonderful is it when somebody is going to come and heal you? Okay. It's like you're already working on your healing. You're already dealing with that. But there's somebody that's going to come in and help you heal. I'm telling you guys, I haven't really been healed like that. But I hear about those situations and I can tell you when that happens, when the past no longer exists because you burned bridges with somebody, you realize everything in life could change. And when you have somebody who's coming to heal you, and that's in a loving type of a way, the changes in your life, like everything turns into a whirlpool because we don't want the non-existent to come and try to create itself again and be a part of your life and try to make you go through these older circles again, okay, or through these old routines. And so I'm just letting you know that it's super relieving to know that what existed in the past that wasn't for you no longer exists anymore, and you're going through huge changes. And around you, there's going to be a lot of changes, so that the past can no longer come into that sector and start to recreate a whole journey with you. You're working on a new love, and you're working on a different type of a healing, and the healing is coming to you through the transformation is coming through you guys actually merging with one another on a deeper level. It's not really just about sex. It's about the person really looking into you and they like you as a person. They don't love you like, oh, I love you, but they like you as a person. Like, I respect you. I completely respect you. And so when somebody respects you so much and then they start to make love to you, wow, like your self-worth, you could feel it. The person is honored to be with you. It's almost like somebody younger and they're, getting with somebody who's a little bit older and they feel like nervous because they're like, wow, I want to impress this person. Like, I feel like it's like, oh, this person's a professor to me, And so they just really admire you. And so that just leaves the ball more so in your court about how strongly or where the relationship really goes. And I don't see this, you're thinking of it as a relationship. I feel like you're thinking of it as something is happening. And so that's beautiful, right? Something that is happening. Wow, that's a different way to look at something. That's how I know that you're living in the now. Okay? So you're living in the now. And how wonderful is that? Because that means that you're dealing with something. So I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, it didn't like that much. I'm sorry, guys. I was say I'm going to go ahead and sage you out because Aries, you came with so much energy. You came with so much, so many changes. So you had so many different ways, but I believe the biggest thing for us right now to talk about is to not let people force their way into your life, because right now you're going through so much and you're going through such a huge change, and it's going to be, a lot of these things are going to be permanent, and that's why the things don't exist anymore, and that's why the flower is shifting. different people are stepping in on this pedal, and the nucleus that's in the middle is going to serve, different people now. Different friends, different loved ones, different conversations, all kind of things, are going to come up now to serve you. And you serve so many people with your energy. So that's why I said different people are going to step in on these pedals, because whoever else has already been dealing with you, they've already exerted all that they needed, and it's time for you to, I don't know, it's just time for you to grow in life in a different way. You're constantly growing, but now you're going to grow in a different way. Okay. So great. See you later. Love you dearly.